idea that like Oscar energy was happening around me this past year. It was like I wasn't even thinking about it, and I got the phone call to be a host on the red carpet, and I just said, "Oh my God, somebody needs to say my name wrong." What is that gonna be? What is that moment gonna be? It's our Super Bowl. It's the creative industry Super Bowl. All eyes are gonna be on it. Like, what am I gonna be? What am I gonna be able to do that will resonate and pack a punch? Wear a ball gown. And it was sort of Fashion Week. I was in Fashion Week in New York. I was the ambassador for the CFDA, and I was going to all these fashion shows, my first fashion shows, and I had never been before. And I started thinking about who would do it for me. Because when we first came out, when Pose first came out, the fashion people weren't really feeling me. He's the old guy. He wants to wear dresses. They weren't coming for me. They weren't feeling it. We would ask for male and female clothes, and they'd be like, we don't think he should be wearing that. Like that kind of shit. That silencing thing that folks like to do. So, we were sort of finding all kinds of designers and doing it anyway. And we went to Christian Siriano's show. And I just remember, and I remember watching him on Project Runway and really connecting with him because the idea of inclusivity in his design aesthetic is in his DNA. He wasn't just doing it to win an award. He won that challenge making clothes for regular sized women because it's in his DNA. He's the go-to person when all the fashion houses shut down size 6s and 8s. Women in this business can't get dressed at a size 6. It's preposterous. It's disgusting. So I was like, well, let me see, because I'm at this fashion show. So let me see. We went to the after party. I was dancing with him on the floor on the after party, and I just whispered in his ear. I said, "Bitch." They called me to host the Oscars, and I want to wear a ball gown. And he just literally stopped. It was like, what? I said, I want to wear a ball gown. A tuxedo on the top, because I didn't know how it worked. I said, if the image can be an image here, the shot is, waist high, and you see you see a tuxedo, and then when you pull out, it's a full-on ball gown, antebellum even.
Yeah, worth it.
That was a choice on purpose, bitches. It'll like cause a stir. I didn't know it was gonna cause the stir that it caused.
Yeah, because you were doing it for, I think, 20 minutes, and I texted you, and I said the internet is blown up.
Blown up?
And you were kind of thrown.
I was working.
Yeah.
I was working, and so my husband and my stylist come running down, and they're like, you blown up on the internet. What do they call it? What do y'all call it? What's it called?
Broke internet.
Viral, yes. You went viral.
Oh, yeah, viral.
It's still shocking. It's like the good news and the complicated news. Like the greatest news, the complicated news is it's 2019 and we're still talking about a man in a dress as it's a negative thing. And that it causes so much controversy.
Well, people need